When I was a kid, I always loved wandering in my grandpa's backyard. He had a long garden and a small shed far in the corner. I used to observe the flowers and veggies grow when he used to take me along with him to clean the shed. The mild yet charming fragrance of the lilies were a delight. One summer I learned my grandpa had given the shed to a potter on rent. I was so excited to see mud converting into a pot that I ran straight to the backyard the moment I reached home. He looked something like this. I have downloaded the picture from the internet as we didn't had camera. The potter was giving shape to small vessel or something that looked like a vessel at that point. I couldn't help but notice that the man didn't even look up once to see me. He had his all senses along with his body parts fixed on that vessel. For a moment it seemed like he was a robot. He sat rigid like a machine with his hands around the mud, eyes observing its shape without blinking. It felt like he was in another world with his pot, and he grabbed me along with him. 'Cause I felt myself standing still, unable to move. Slowly he turned that pot into a beautiful vase. Something like this. And after he was finally done, he looked up at me and asked if I needed something. After all these years, I still remember him. The focus and concentration he had and the dedication he had put still amazes me. While talking about entrepreneur and entrepreneurship, I will say, that man was an entrepreneur who had defined his goal and was striving to achieve. But the skill set and the attitude he carried was entrepreneurship. The focus, the clear vision he had, the mindset he carried to shape that mud ball was entrepreneurship. The belief and confidence he had while creating the vase, his product defined entrepreneurship and made him an entrepreneur who gave value to a piece of mud. Many have heard of what entrepreneurs are but just do not know what the difference is between entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is the process by which you become an entrepreneur. The main difference between entrepreneurship is that the entrepreneurs can take risks with their business and can earn a lot of money from it. It is only by taking risks that the entrepreneurs can earn a lot of money. This is exactly the opposite of what entrepreneurs cannot do because they always go by the rules of the market. They have to follow all the rules of the market, in order to be successful. If they do not, then their business will fail. Entrepreneurs also are smart enough to see opportunities where there are none. They can see possibilities where others cannot see them. They should use their minds in order to be successful and the skills they can acquire from their education to be able to learn new things and to advance themselves in their careers. Many universities give certificates to their students in order to make them aware that they are being taught entrepreneurship. If you are going to study entrepreneurship, then it is good for you to know that you can get one if you want. The last thing about what is the difference between entrepreneurs and entrepreneurship is that entrepreneurs are more responsible in their work. An entrepreneur does not like to work in isolation. He works with other people in order to achieve his goal. He does not let his ego get in the way because he knows that by doing so, he can increase his chances of success. To be an entrepreneur, you have to be responsible in your work because if you can't handle the work, then you are not qualified to be an entrepreneur.